This major headline: Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to meet in Moscow today with President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. This is after U.S. and Ukrainian officials held talks in Florida over the weekend. The Trump administration is pressing both sides to end the ongoing fighting in Ukraine. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio joins us now from our London bureau with more on all of this. Ramy, good morning. So when will Putin meet with the U.S. representatives, and what might we all expect from this?
Yeah, Errol, we do have that time, in fact, from Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov. He says that that'll happen at 5 p.m. local time in Moscow. So that's 9 a.m. local time in New York, a couple hours from now. Also, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, according to Peskov, will also be in those talks. He landed just earlier this morning in Moscow. This is Witkoff's 6th visit to Russia this year. And at the heart of this, they're expected to discuss and deliberate over what he and the Ukrainians talked about on Sunday in Florida about the evolution of that initial 28-point peace plan that was floated about 2 weeks ago now by the U.S. and Russia. But remember, that plan, Errol, has been heavily criticized for towing Russia's demands. For example, that Ukraine shrink its army, give up much of its eastern territory, not allow NATO troops, and even swear off NATO membership altogether. But in the past few hours here, we're hearing from the Kremlin a signal here that they are not willing to compromise on anything. The belief here from Vladimir Putin, we understand, is that he sees that any negotiations are a way of achieving its aims, Russia's aims in Ukraine, and that they are now winning on the battlefield, and that Ukraine right now, militarily and also domestically, politically, with that corruption scandal we've been talking about, is now on the back foot.
And that's significant, Ramy, that piece that you just mentioned saying that Russia's claiming victory on the front lines as the U.S. tries to negotiate a peace agreement. How do they see this as a victory already?
Yeah, well, it's an open question right now on who controls one city, Pokrovsk in the east right now, or at least parts of this city, and who exactly controls them. So just a few hours ago, for example, Ukraine's military said that its forces were still engaging with Russian troops. And there you see a Russian flag on your screen. Ukraine said that they were trying to flag plant in one of the city's districts as part of what they say is their propaganda war to say that they've actually taken the whole entire city. Ukraine claims that those Russian troops actually fled in a hurry. They beat them back. Earlier, CBS News spoke to the former general of United States Army Europe about the significance of Pokrovsk. Take a listen.
We've been hearing about the fall of Pokrovsk now for over a year, and the Russians have still not been able to take it at enormous costs, hundreds of thousands of casualties. And so even if they do capture Pokrovsk in the coming weeks, and it's not certain they will, but even if they do, then you'd have to ask, so what? They don't have capabilities that could exploit that.
But Russia clearly thinks Pokrovsk is important, and that is why they are trying to take the city. The battle for the city going on for more than a year. Russia has amassed tens of thousands of troops in the area. Hundreds of soldiers have infiltrated the city in the past few weeks. It's also on a big artery, both for road and for rail. And if Putin does claim victory here, finally and officially, he would then be that one step closer to his goal of controlling Ukraine's entire east, along with all of its mineral riches.
Wow, a significant day, Ramy, with all the latest. Thank you very much.